Hey, you guys, it is Angel Starks. I'm going to be your host right here on the A-List podcast. We are on number 6. Can you guys believe it? Number 6. Listen, we are doing this thing. We are not stopping. Today, if you've just seen that bomb intro that just came through, I told you once before that we are going to be transforming this show right before your eyes. You're going to be seeing new things added every week as we are continuing to make this one of the best shows in the entire world. Do you understand me? This is going to be one of the best shows in the world. We are always uncovering and discovering events and businesses that are popping and that are good quality all over the world. And I'm going to be your go-to. When you think, where do I want to do business? Where do I want to be entertained? You're going to come to the A-List. Hey, guys, today's show is sponsored by The Strength Factory. It is my personal trainer, and we appreciate my Strength Factory family for sponsoring the show. We can't do anything without the support of other business owners in the community. The show is also sponsored by Fly Heavy Media, and we actually have the owner here today, Keith Samuel. Hey, Keith.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing awesome. I appreciate you. I really like my intro, you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know if that was like a nice added touch to it. Kind of get a visual what the show's about. I appreciate you doing that for me.
Thank you. And thank you.
That type of work is expensive. It takes some creativity. You have to kind of zone in on the actual person in the business. So I appreciate you taking the time to kind of help me get my vision added to the show. So
well, I appreciate you trusting me with your vision.
Since I worked with you before, I trust you.
Okay, for sure.
I do. And so I appreciate that so much. So Fly Heavy Media, guys, been on the move. You're the owner. You started out, and I've just been seeing you grow right before my eyes. You're everywhere. You're traveling. You're doing everything. Talk a little bit about what is Fly Heavy Media.
All right. So Fly Heavy Media is a content creation business. It's a business that creates content for businesses that also creates content for people who are also creators. People want to go. Also, it's more like a personal business to me. You know what I mean? It's something that I love personally to do. Like, I want to do it for the rest of my life. I would do it for free. But at the same time, it does make me feel so much joy to get paid after I do something for somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we like to get a bag.
Yeah, look, a little bag here and there, you know what I'm saying? But I'll do something free here and there too. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, it's really family oriented. Like, I like doing business with people who are good people. I feel like that's my purpose as far as my work goes. So the joy that people get after they get my product is really what my business is geared toward.
So tell me, why did you even start doing this? People have different reasons on why they feel that they want to start a business to help other content creators, other business owners. Where did this start for you?
Well, this started with me actually wanting to be a rapper.
So, drop some bars right now. Hit it.
I don't want me to drop no bars in here.
Okay, so I'm glad you switched professions. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good now. I'm not gonna say that I'm not good.
Well, we don't know. We ain't never heard it.
At the moment, you know, I'll play you something.
You will? Okay.
You know.
So you wanted to be a rapper,
It's
and then
cuss
what?
Words, you know what I mean?
We can cuss on here. This is my show.
It's your show, all right? No. I like to keep myself a little more PG now. I got a couple more businesses that I
need to be doing that too. Never mind, we ain't cussing.
Yeah, we ain't cussing.
Thank you.
You know, we glowing global.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
we are.
If you go global, you know, I want to be on Disney. I want to work with all kind of people.
You know what? That's good. I'm not gonna act ratchet. We're not
global.
cussing, you guys.
You're global. We're gonna cuss every now and then, but it's gonna be like PG-13 cussing, like ass. And
when you get to a certain point, you can cuss, you can dress naked, you can do everything. But no anybody said we was there yet. We on our way.
Not there yet.
Yeah, but in a little bit we're gonna be cussing.
By the time that come, we gonna be like, people ain't even gonna see us.
I was watching a commercial the other day, and it had what's that song? When the sweat dropped down my balls, all ski. I said, what? Get in the room. What is this? Well, he can do that now. Yes. Was it Verizon? I want to say it was a Verizon. Skeet.
They ain't know no better.
And I said, well, people are chasing and want the money. They want the return.
Yeah.
They want it's business.
They don't even care.
And they're like, this is what people want. This is the society we live in. People want to hear this. This is cell phones. And they're doing it.
It's the demand.
But if he was just starting out, nobody didn't know him. They wouldn't play it on the radio. They wouldn't do anything. So basically what we're saying is that when we get to a certain status, we're going to be cussing. So anyway.
Facts. Just not right now.
So you want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And then how did that get into filming?
All right. So, all right. Well, it kind of started a little further back. All right, so when I was little, I went to this place called Saturday School when I was younger. It was at the school. I'm from Gary, Indiana. So if you know Tolliston and Gary, Indiana, they used to have this Saturday school, and then you could do whatever you kind of wanted to do as far as like media and other things. So I always picked up a camera.
Okay.
You know, so it was like photography or filming or anything like that. So I used to pick that type of stuff up. And then I went to art school, this place called Emerson for the visual and performing arts. And that's where I started drawing and other stuff like that. But it always like piqued my interest when I was watching music videos. Just like who did that? Like Hype Williams and stuff like that. Those type of people inspired me. Spike Lee, people from here, Tommy Smalls. Like just seeing him when I moved here, seeing how Tommy Smalls did his videos, like his production and all that stuff, like really motivated me to be the person that I am today. Because I always wanted to do it. I'm like, man, how did he do that? And then I finally found my way, like slowly but surely.
I love hearing people's story on how they start doing stuff. You know, it's never that I've been wanting to do this for my whole entire life. Half of the people that are doing great things out here they didn't take after their mother or their father. They didn't go to school for it. We just fell into it. You know,
it just happened. It was
like,
the universe just placed you. Like, hey, this been in your head. Why don't you try to do it? You know what I'm saying?
But you guys, we're going to show a couple of clips of some of his work, a couple of promotional videos. So take a look at that. While you're doing that, tell them where they can go and look personally with their own time on social media.
All right. On social media, you can go to @fly.creator on Instagram. On Facebook, you can go to @flyheavymedia. And then I have a website. It's www.flyheavymedia.com. Can I plug this too?
Yeah, plug it.
I got
plug it in.
Stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Plug it in, baby.
If you want to go to the Fly Zone, I have a podcast I'm doing, which I will also have you on as a guest tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Right. So tomorrow we'll have her on. So at the Fly Zone, make sure you follow at the Fly Zone at DAFLYZONE. And then also what I'm wearing right now, this is my real estate photography business, and that's Baker Estate Photography.
So
at Baker Estate Photography at Baker Estate Photo on Instagram.
Get it right. Now what is it?
And www.bakerestatephotography.com.
Okay, because we want to make sure you can find it, guys.
Yeah.
Now, today I also wanted to go ahead real quick before we get too far in to let you guys know that I went to Diddlers Orchard. And it's close to the Turkey Run State Park that we spoke about before. And these apples, he's ready to bite in, right?
I'm so hungry.
He's ready to bite in. He's hungry. He's been working all day. And I handpicked these. I handpicked 30 pounds of apples. I gave you one. These are great. So I picked them when they were just at the peak of ripeness. So they've been on the counter and just kind of getting more and more ripe. And they're awesome. And so what we're going to do with these is I was picking these apples and I thought, well, why am I picking so many apples? And, you know, what am I going to do with all these apples? And something said, give them to people. I'm like, well, what people? Well, hungry people, you know. So I'm going to do a protein meal. I've already did it once, and now we're going to do for a second round protein meal, a turkey sandwich, cheese, packets of mayonnaise and mustard. Put that on some bread and take those and put those out for people that are in need, people that are hungry throughout downtown, throughout the east side. There are the old newspaper stands there, and I'm just going to throw those in there and just try to do a little piece of goodness. You know, it's so much crazy stuff happening, and I just think, what can I do? Even if I feed one person, two people, whatever, that's just all I got, you know, so I'm doing what I can do. And so I'm just proud that I handpicked these myself. So
that's dope.
They're really, really good. I've been eating them with peanut butter, fixing them with my sandwiches, putting them in my salads. You can take a bite if you want to. Hungry. But tell me how you think it tastes. Tell me if you think this tastes like a Meijer or a Kroger or a Walmart apple.
I'm a picky person.
Yeah.
Very picky.
Uh-huh.
This is a very good apple.
Ain't it really good?
Mm-hmm. It's nice and juicy. That's why I had to cut my mouth up.
It's nice and juicy. It's sweet. It's obviously an organic apple, so it's going to be better for you. And of course, at the orchard, of course, we got pumpkins as well. So I've been giving these away to people, just random people on the street, just giving them pumpkins. And I actually bought one for a friend of mine, and made his day. You know, who don't want somebody to say, "Hey, I bought you a pumpkin." You get to keep your pumpkin as well. So I'm just full of gifts, right? I'm just full of gifts. So the moral of the story is, do something small that you can do. Watch how big of a blessing that comes back to you. It doesn't take much at all. Just something simple. He's so happy he's eating the apple right now. Who knows? He's probably gonna make me a whole other promo video or me walking down the street or something major because I gave him an apple while he was hungry. So you never know what you're gonna get.
You see how she
back.
just tried to sneak that in? That was nice. And I may do that because this apple was just that good.
Yes, and I forgot to tell you that I rap too.
What?
Yes.
It's up.
My name is Angel and I'm on the mic. Everybody know that I am so tight and everybody know that I get it right. And the UPS man on Market Street. What's up, my boy? Be safe. Hey. Hey guys, we are at 120 East Market Street, downtown at Wave One Media, and it is a visual. It's a beautiful experience. If you're walking down there, how you doing, sir? You can be a part of the show just by walking by, sharing a good vibe with us. And the UPS guy was out here vibing. He nodded his head. You be safe. We thank you for getting those packages out to us, and it's a good time. So 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. we film on Tuesdays. Stop by the show and check us out. We do have security here as well for your fans. Your fans, not mine. Nobody want me, but your fans.
But it's a lot of your fans, like they all over there holding up signs. Look at that.
How y'all doing? I like that hat, darling. I like that hat. So, of course, yes. This is awesome, guys.
I like this. I want to stay. I don't want to go home. Yeah. You got more apples?
I do. I got more apples, peanut butter, turkey. I got a whole little snack pack in there.
I'll help you we can
make
bag those up and stuff, too.
Oh, you want to be a part of it? Yeah. That's great. Actually, because I had one other person say that they will help me. And it's not a major deal. I'm probably only making like 50 meals. Mm-hmm. But just still, even helping to put those out. And again, we already talked about you filming that and just kind of putting it out to kind of remind people of little things they can do to give back. Because it's every day people are downtown.
One small ripple, just...
Yeah. Every day we're downtown. Every day somebody somewhere could use a meal. And they don't even have to be a homeless person. It could just be a person that's just down on their luck this week and they didn't have lunch money.
To people that are actually, I didn't know at the time, but like when you passing out food, you don't know who you passing out food to.
Yeah.
So I gave food to people that weren't homeless, and they were just as happy as the homeless people were.
Yes.
So you never know.
You never know. People are going through breakups and divorces and job switches and moves and all kind of stuff. You might just be short on lunch right now or dinner.
I've been there, so I know.
Yeah, I'm blessed that I have not experienced that before, but I know a lot of people that are close to me, and I've seen it before. And to be able to offer somebody whatever it is amazing. So yeah. So guys, so listen, so Diddlers to me, I want to tell you is about an hour and 45 minutes away, and it is free to get in and pick out, pumpkins, and they're going to have Christmas trees and wreaths and, all pumpkin, like all the stuff that you would sit on your counter, like little bushes of corn, stuff to decorate your Thanksgiving table with, all kinds of stuff like that, big old huge squashes. We got a pumpkin that's this tall for $7 because it's grown locally. They didn't have to go through any kind of factory, so it's really, really inexpensive.
Definitely need that address.
And it's you only pay for what you pick. So I picked 30 pounds of apples, but you might just want to go for the experience, take your kids or go on a date or whatever you want to do. You might just want to pick 4 or 5 apples. It's up to you. I just got reckless with it because I heard a voice say feed some people. So I did
pounds.
that. So you should check it out. I'm going to give them 9 stars, not 10 this time. The only reason why is because when you got into after they gave you your information, it just kind of left you kind of for dead a little bit. And so if you are a person that you're real used to picking apples or whatever, maybe you don't need any assistance, but we had kids, we had babies and all kinds of stuff. And we had questions about there's the rows and rows of apples. Some you're not supposed to pick. They're not ready yet. Some are. Well, we seen some green apples and we thought, are those ready? Are those kind of like, what's them apples? Forget Granny Smith apples, but nobody's there to tell you. So you got to walk all the way back over to the front, ask the question, come all the way back. And so anytime, I feel like somebody should have been close by. Yeah. Once you get out into the field, you're just out there. Now I will say to their defense or whatever. Maybe it's because it's COVID and everybody's really short-staffed.
That's true.
So we'll do that. But either way it goes, still was my experience.
A 9 is still a
that
very
happened.
high score, though.
9 is still very high. Just
Yeah.
one little bitty point. They're still on the A list. And like I said, it's free to go there and experience it and get and connect with nature. Pick whatever you want to pick, and you pay for what you pick. So it's not something that you need to really, go and have a whole bunch of money to do. All right, you guys. So Diddlers, we really like it, and I'll put the address on the screen for you guys. All right,
great apples.
So that's that. I think I put in all the plugs. Of course, today's show is completely sponsored by the Strength Factory, and the logo's on the screen. We're going to put the contact information at the very end of the show. We would love for you to go and start to just evaluate where you are with your health. You were just talking about your health, and you kind of reeling it back in. And all of that type of stuff. It's that time all the time. But when it's your time and you realize that you need to get back in there, check out the Strength Factory. There's a lot of different trainers there. Tonight, actually, you can go to my YouTube channel, Angel the Vlog Doll, and watch today's episode with the owner, Clarence, there. Okay, so again, shout out to my whole entire Strength Factory family. All right, so let's talk about your real estate photography. Okay. How you like that better than dealing with people? And what do you do with that? You just go to anybody's house, or they need to be selling the house, or you what?
They need to be selling the house.
Okay.
So
an empty house.
It can be an empty house. Like today, I went to a house that wasn't empty.
Okay.
So sometimes you have families that are living there that want to sell their home, but they still have their stuff in there. So that's where you got people that come and they kind of like stage it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Nina Clem. Shout out to Nina Clem. She's the reason.
I just seen Nina at the Sky Club. Hey, Nina.
Yeah, that's my homie. She's the reason I'm doing she's
the reason you're doing
Baker
that.
Estate photography if it was Nina Clem.
I like that.
For sure.
So I like that she's doing something, and you got a whole business out of that.
Yes.
Now, I don't know why Nina don't have me doing something, because we got a lunch date. I hope we didn't miss it, me and her, but we got a lunch date sometime this week. So shout out to Nina. So
I'm gonna crash.
You should come with us. I haven't seen you in a long time. Last time I seen you, I was crashing the bins, quiet as it's kept. So
that was funny. She was like, "Ooh, cut that off, cut it off."
Cut it off. We can talk about it now because time to pass. People that turned in insurance claims. We good.
No,
but at the time,
she was ready. Okay, now we're gonna pull off. Boom.
Oh. I looked at you. I was like, I rolled over a medium. What is it called? A curb?
That was bigger than a curb.
That was a whole curb in a brand new Benz.
We gonna call it a median because that curb was like this big. I'm not exaggerating.
I was like, is it bad? Am I gonna be in trouble? What do you think I should do? It was crazy. Yeah. But then
it wasn't as bad as it was.
They didn't even care. They were like, no, we got insurance for this. We let people test drive these cars.
It
all
was
the time.
as bad as it sounded though, but it wasn't really.
It sounded horrible.
Bad.
Yes. And so tell me the value in what you do. What do you think you do that helps the community, or why do you think what you do is something valuable?
With just all the stuff I do, I don't know.
Well, let's talk about because I could answer that for you straight up, but I just wanted to, Okay. But with the helping people like promote their business and putting out that good quality on that front, because you just started the podcast, but that's still within the same thing.
Yeah, kind of within the same.
But yeah, you helping other people create great content, good quality for their businesses. How do you think that affects the community or the people that you're doing it for?
Well, one, like I said before, I love what I do, and I do it for free. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't need money, you know what I'm saying? But of course, we need money to survive, live, feed our family, kids.
Doggone it, we do.
You know what I'm saying? Buy yourself stuff too. You got to treat yourself sometimes. But basically, like, I grew up in a community that always looked out for each other. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like me doing what I need to do and helping other business owners, because I was in a position of where I need promo, I need marketing, and a lot of stuff I wanted to pay for, I couldn't afford it. So I try to make my stuff affordable for people. And, some people still can't afford it sometimes, and then that's when my heart gets to working. Like, boop, boop, like, dang, all right. We can work something out.
Yeah, because you want
Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Blessing other people is going to come back for sure.
I feel like me being a blessing is a blessing to myself.
So you've grown quite a bit. What do you think this growth is from? Do you think it's from your marketing or what? Because you started and now, like, you were traveling to Vegas or Atlanta or somewhere on a regular basis, working with somebody.
Atlanta, L.A.,
Yeah.
Miami.
Where do you think that growth came from? Was it your marketing or,
I
word of mouth?
I mean, I think it came from God. I'm gonna go spiritual with it.
Let's do it.
From the man above, because it's something I prayed for, and it really kind of came out of nowhere. Like all the people that I was looking to work with, and like I was reaching out to a whole bunch of people that never really worked.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like the people were just coming to me. Like I wasn't doing nothing different.
Wow. Yeah, that's God. He do that type of stuff.
I was just bumping and networking with the right people.
Yep. He's agreeing. God does that type of stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. But I was just bumping into the right people and started networking with moving in the right circles. I think that's what really kind of helped me too. I started moving with the right circle of people. So moving with those people, and then those people seeing how genuine I am, like it kind of helped me out.
Yeah.
With my life.
And you got good quality work, and you got all these gadgets. So when you came and filmed for me, yes, investing
in all my stuff.
Yeah. Now, for me, you made me feel when you pulled out all the what's some things that fly?
The drone.
I was like, oh, I'm big time right now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm big time right now as far as you bringing out all the equipment.
Yeah.
It just kind of made me feel like that we was
good.
creating something with a lot of quality to it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we appreciate you. So listen, so what's a challenge that you're having? Do you have any challenges with your growth? Is there's one thing that's kind of holding you back from doing more? Is it team? Is it financial?
I could say the biggest thing that holds me back is probably the team part.
Okay.
Because I'm so used to doing everything by myself.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it makes it hard for me to work with others. But then at the same time, it's kind of hard to find people to work with too at the same time. Like in my field, it seems like a lot of people kind of like, we are creative, so we all have our own vision and how we want to do stuff. So it's kind of hard to bring another videographer in and they already had their stuff bubbling. Everybody want to do their own thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I center my company around stuff I can do. You know what I mean?
So you can just do it on your own.
Yeah, I can just control it on my own. I don't need a lot of people to do it. I'm fine with having a certain amount of real estate customers. Then I'll just try to go over here to Fly Heavy and then get a certain amount of customers over here and just kind of balance it all out. So
let's go down the list. So you have the Baker Estate Photography, Fly Heavy Media. Those are your two businesses.
And then the Fly Zone.
And what's that?
That's the podcast.
Okay, that's the podcast.
That's gonna be a business because people are gonna have to pay to be on the podcast.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be on the podcast on tomorrow.
For sure.
Discussing, I don't know what. I'm just gonna get on there and just start talking. I know y'all.
How you started?
Want to talk to me again after you just talked to me today?
What made you want to do this? Everything you just asked me.
I know. Same exact thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so how is being an entrepreneur on your grind, all of that, how do you manage that and be a husband and a father? I see you leaving and running to go pick up babies. I've seen your beautiful wife where you guys are making some quality time for each other. How do you manage all of that and give some advice to somebody that is running a business on their own? You can't, put in no PTO time or nothing. You've got to make the choice on how much time to spend with your wife and your kids and all of that. Give us some advice on that. And how is that for you?
Well, I would love to give y'all some great advice on that, but I don't have any.
You ain't got none. You messing up too. No.
I'm trying to pull it together myself.
Really?
I say my
where your wife at? We need to get her on the screen.
Nah, we don't. The greatest advice that I can give though is to make sure that when you are around, when you do have that time, to make sure you spend that time with the people. Like even if you editing something, bring your editing in the room, in the bedroom, or spend some time along with each one of your kids, and bring them all together, do something together with them. Just make sure you pick a day or something like that to spend with your family. If you're going to be gone for like a week or something like that, because that's kind of what happens. Like sometimes I'll go and I'll be gone. Like I did I was like a week and a half gone. So I did a LA trip.
Yeah.
I did a Vegas trip. And then I went to Memphis. So it was really like 2 weeks strong. And I was only home for like a day, You know what I'm saying?
And your wife is good with that. She's pretty supportive. Because it's just shock to the system at first. Even though they love you and they're supportive, people still got their feelings.
A supporting cast. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to have a supporting cast. So thank you, Sharice Latrice Walker Baker.
Yes.
For being a supportive
You said her first, middle, last name, and other name and new name.
I should have said the middle name too, Marie. But she's been a great supporting cast, and that's through I've been through a lot of stuff. So
yes.
From beginning to where we at now, you know what I'm saying? She's been a big support in my life, and without her, none of this really, you know what I'm saying, probably would have came to fruition because she pushed me and supported me through everything. You know what I'm saying? And still here supporting me through it all.
All right. Well, I haven't met her in person, I don't think. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So looking forward to meeting you, sister. Maybe we can all get together, have some drinks, and all of that. We're in the family, and so we need to. I'm actually having a Friendsgiving party. A lot of people are having a different dynamic than they did last year and even the year before, as far as family dynamics go. And so I wanted to make sure that we had a time where we can kind of get together, love on each other, be family, and it doesn't have to be your traditional family or the family that you had last year or before. People have passed, broke up, moved away, all kinds of stuff. And a lot of people around me are like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, oh. So I thought of that. So we'll send you guys an invite. Love to meet you. And I haven't met your babies either, so they can play and run around with my girls. So
dope.
We got a date as far as that, you guys. And so I want to take a minute real quick and let you know that you should be subscribing right now. If you're listening this far in, you should have already subscribed, hit the bell so that you can come back here and check out every single week. We're going to start talking and move into our love, life, and relationship topic of portion of the show. Again, I believe everybody has loved. Everybody has had some form of relationship. And if you're watching right now, you are alive, and I praise God for that. So this is good. So let's talk about, we talked about your wife being a big support to you through a lot of things. You are, I don't even know how to say it, but recovering from addiction or,
you said it right.
Okay, recovering from addiction, alcohol, right?
Alcohol, cocaine.
All of it. Okay.
All the little party drugs.
Okay. All the party drugs. And the reason why we're bringing that in is because for you to be able to, some people don't ever reach the point to where they can overcome that and not have that be a part of their everyday life. And you've went on to be able to have 2 businesses and have your wife and your kids and actually be an important person and a strong black male in your family as a leader. So I'm really impressed with that, and I'm blessed, and I'm happy to be able to know that you're able to do that. And I know it's not easy. So every single day is a struggle, or is easier after a certain amount of time? How do you even deal with that?
I would say, I wouldn't say it's easier after a certain amount of time. It's just more like you're a little bit numb.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's not easy because you still can be put in a situation where you like, and it happens to me more often now because I put myself back into the entertainment business. So I'm kind of more around, like when I first started back from rehab, I wasn't being around no type of entertainment, no type of drinking, no type of partying, none of that. But now, like, that was another thing. So I do, I co-manage the artist, Swole.
Yes.
If y'all don't know, Money Don't Fold, Ice Cold. If y'all know that song.
No, we can't hear you. Say it again. What is it? No. Go ahead.
He outside rapping it right now.
We love it.
That's dope. So yeah, y'all check in with Swole right now. Swole, SMG Swole on Instagram. So I got to pub him for sure. But I started back doing the music scene.
Yeah, and that's where it's at.
But he's in recovery also, so I have an accountability partner. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I said I would even touch it. Like, I had plenty of people trying to pull me back, and I was like, nah. But now that I got somebody that I know wholeheartedly believes in me and wants to see me succeed without drinking and drugging and all that stuff,
okay,
then I can proceed with what I always love to do.
And you see how God works. He allowed you to get back into that get back into what you like to do, and put you around somebody that can kind of help you be accountable for it. So you don't have to just live in life like, I really want to do this, but I can't because there's so many different triggers there. So I believe he's going to definitely continue to put people around you to protect you so you can do what you're doing, help other people and enjoy what you're doing, but then also strengthen you to where you can be around it, and you're gonna have your minutes, but you don't submerge into it or do it. So
I have my moments
where
like,
you go, well, I can just do one. Do you think to yourself, well, I can just have one drink and be all right? Do you think that sometime?
Oh, nah. Oh, I know for sure. Like when it come to one drink, I ain't gonna just have one.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
And I ain't gonna be all right.
Oh,
yeah, it's over.
Okay.
I eat too many, like I cut myself off of sweets because I know I'm going to eat too many sweets. You know what I'm saying? And then that's going to lead me to be.
So you would say that you are, some people have addictive personalities.
That's me.
Okay. And you need to know that if you're a person that has an addictive personality, because you cannot just be addicted to cocaine and liquor or whatever. You can be addicted to sex. You can be addicted to people, to attention, to shopping, to gambling. You can be addicted to so much stuff. And so know that when you do it, and so that you don't overindulge. And so when we talk about addiction, we are talking about being addicted to the image of a person, being addicted to a vision of what you want a person to be, and staying there and not leaving or whatever because you are addicted to the vision, not even the person. Addiction to the comfort of a person. And so we were talking about relationships and online, about how people are just with the wrong person from day one. And they become addicted to that person. They're not even addicted to the sex. They ain't even addicted to the money of the person. They're just addicted to the vision that they have envisioned of a person. Right. I see this man and I envision us getting married. I envision him treating me this type of way. I envision him pouring into me. I envision us living here and doing all these things. But that ain't even what we got. He is not that man. Right. But I'm not leaving because I'm addicted to the vision.
Yeah, you want to see
you understand?
The end. You trying to stick around. You trying to get that high.
Yeah.
That one high.
Yeah.
That might not never come.
It might not ever come. And so, have you ever did anything like that? Have you ever been with somebody that you basically are addicted to them? You know they're not good for you. You know you're not a good fit. You know you deserve better. You know they ain't even on your level or whatever. But you don't leave because you're just addicted to trying to make this person be what you want them to be.
I've definitely been in situations like that with people where I thought that's what I really, really wanted, but it's not what you really, really want.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want what's going to help you and what's going to make you better. But if it's something that keeps tearing you down, you just really infatuated with like you said, the image of that person, or what feeling you might get at times with that person.
Yeah.
It's not something that's fulfilling in the long run.
And you also, like, people have potential, right? And you fall in love with the potential of a person, and they got the potential to do it. Yeah. But if they ain't gonna do it, baby, what can you do with them? Yeah. You know, they got the potential to do this, and they got the potential to not drink. They got the potential to do,
but that's crazy,
whatever.
Though. But you gotta think about it too. That's because, I mean, I was that person. On the other side, like hella potential. Like everybody, like, oh, you got the potential. You could be this, but you just keep fucking up. Sorry, I cussed. But you just keep messing up, you know what I'm saying?
Put some money. We need to get a thing up here for the money, because we said we going national. We're not going to be cussing. And we're going to put a thing up here where we put $100 in here if we cuss.
I didn't say that.
Ooh, shut your mouth. Ooh, shut your mouth.
I got 20.
Right. Okay. Well, don't say nothing else. Don't get it wet. Just sit it right here. Just sit it right here on the table. All right. So you're saying what? You have the potential, and if your wife would have left, she would have missed out on your recovery, or she is a part of your recovery, a big part. Like you may not even be recovered. Because people.
I would say she's a part of my recovery. My kids are a part of my recovery. Like my family, like everybody that was around me actually stepped up to the plate, like, hey, you need to change. Mm-hmm. But the biggest part of I gotta give it to myself, to be honest, because everybody wanted me to change and I didn't want to change.
You have to yourself, yeah.
Yeah, like I figured out that I got to get sick and tired of myself to actually, you know what I'm saying, be who I wanted to be. And then I got tired of waking up drunk. I got tired of getting high. I got tired of shaking those feelings. I got tired of being broke. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of being homeless. You know what I mean? I got tired of being in a position that I know I wasn't meant to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I was meant for greater.
Yeah.
So
what made you decide to do that though? What was the breaking point for you?
I was on a binge and I was out somewhere chilling I wasn't supposed to be at. I left the house that I was at, and it was like 8:00 in the morning, and I looked on Facebook, and my sister-in-law, she had made this post about me talking about how great of an uncle I was, and like great post, like beautiful. And I'm sitting there like coming down off a high, you know what I'm saying? Still kind of drunk, you know what I mean?
Reading it.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, man, like,
and you're thinking, that ain't me.
I'm not this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Korea.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law. So that just made me like, damn, like, I really want to be that person. And too, like I was talking about Swole, me and him were in this drug class together. And in that drug class, the teacher always used to say, do you want to be a miracle? Like, that stuck in my head. Like, damn, I do want to be a miracle. Damn, ain't a bad cuss word, right? Okay, so.
You got another 20. You a cussing ass. Oh, my
that was 2. We even. I get my money back. I get my money back.
You got me.
Now I got to really, because I want to win this game, okay?
That's hilarious.
So, boom. She asked us, do we want to be a miracle? And I was like, man, I do want to be a miracle. Like, I really do. Like, but at that time, I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I did, but then when I left that class, I was like, nah.
I'm good.
Yeah. This
Where the party at?
Court ordered. I'm going straight to the liquor store.
Okay.
So, boom, years later, you know, I finally realized what being a miracle really mean. You know what I'm saying? It mean I could be there for my family and actually be this person that she's saying I am. So, boom, after that, I went. I didn't go and stop immediately right then. Okay. I probably did like a couple more days of BSing, and then I hit up. I looked through the yellow pages, and then I found a rehab, and it was a 317 number. I called the 317 number. They answered the phone. They asked me all these questions, and then they asked me when I was ready to leave. And then I told them I could leave today. And they was like, all right, well, we'll get your plane ticket ready. I was like, plane ticket? Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, because it was 317.
Yeah, so I'm like, where am I flying to in Indianapolis? Yeah, nah, they partnered with somebody.
He was like, I'm really high, so I'm catching a flight down to the city county building.
I don't get it. I could just meet y'all there. So they asked me, was I ready to fly out? I was like, whoa, now that was a commitment right there. I backed up. I was like, where am I going? And it was like, you're going to Fort Myers, it's in Florida, next to Cape Coral. Yeah. So I was like, man, y'all got to give me a couple days. Let me think about this. Oh. So in true fly fashion, I was like, all right, I need a couple more days to get high, get drunk, and then get out of here. Not knowing if that could be my last couple of days. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Because you might overdose or something?
Yeah, because I wanted to go hard.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But luckily it wasn't. You know what I mean? I took those couple of days. I did what I wasn't supposed to do. Right. But like I told my job I was leaving. At that time I was working at Giordano's.
Oh, you were still working while you were doing all this?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I kept a job and stuff. You know what I mean? But it was just like my money, like, gone. Like I was
you would work just to support your habit.
Yeah, I was shooting music videos. I wasn't supporting home. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So I left. My wife.
You were still married at the time. You already still had kids.
We was separated at that time. Okay. Still in the same house though. Okay. But we were separated. She looked me in my eyes and gave me that it's over look. I know. Like, when you feel like it, like before she yelled, and it's over, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. That didn't hit right. But when she looked at me in my eyes and was sincere about, this is it. That's when I had to do it. Like, when I was doing it, I knew for sure I was doing it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing it to get my marriage back. I was doing it really to get my life back on track.
So you went to Fort Myers and you left. How long were you gone?
3 months.
3 months. Was it easy or hard as it look on TV?
it was hard. TV kind of put some dramatics on it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not easy at all to face yourself after all those years of trying to be somebody else. You finally get to see who you really are. Like, it's hard to face yourself. But when you finally realize who you are and what you want to do in life, it really ain't no stopping you. You know what I mean? It was just after I found out who I was, going to rehab. I was in rehab for 45 days. And then after that, like the other days was spent, I stayed in Florida because my wife ain't want me no more. So we made this phone call right before I left the rehab to go to the housing to make sure. And she was like, yeah, I'm good.
Really?
Like,
Oh.
I just knew that conversation was going to be different.
Yeah, because you're like, well, I'm in here doing good. I'm clean. She going to be like, yeah.
She was like, nah. I was like, man.
Anything is possible. Now you got her back.
Got her back. Went to the outpatient housing and stuff
Wait,
like
you
that.
going too fast now, honey.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. So you there. First of all, this place, is it still open? Like people can just call
It's
and
White Sands.
it's free?
It's White Sands. I don't think it's still the same place. I don't think it's...
But it was free. You didn't have to pay nothing?
Nah, I had to have insurance. You have to have insurance.
Oh, and you did have insurance because you was
And that's the
working.
hardest part, like, it was my wife's insurance.
Okay.
So, like, recovery, I feel like should be, it's places that do it for free. So I wish I had the information right now to just blurb it out there, but I don't. But research it and try to find somewhere if you don't have insurance. But yeah, that place wasn't free.
Okay.
So I was there for I forgot where I'm at. 45.
You was there for 45 days, and then
said, nah.
and then you were ready to come back.
Yeah.
I was going to put the plug in to say that if that was like something free that people can just go to, but it's not. But either way it go, a lot of people could be in your situation.
Yeah.
If you don't have to be all the way homeless and living on the street, you may be still functioning in some form to be able to go to work. You're just mishandling all of your money.
That I was dealing with what I was dealing with, so that was a big help in my life. But,
so then you came back here, and how did you get to where you are now? Like living with your wife and having how did y'all get that back? Was that really hard work?
That was, it just all kind of like gradually happened. So I left. I was living in Florida. I was staying at a recovery house. She sent me something on my birthday. My birthday, December 10th, just in case y'all want to write that down. Send me Cash App.
I got it.
All right. So I got the message. It was my kid singing happy birthday to me. I cried like a baby.
I bet you did, because I'm going to cry right now in my situation.
I cried like a baby. So boom, they sang happy birthday to me. My daughter blew out the candle. Boom, melted. Then I said, forget it. I'm going back home. Like, I might not be going back to get her, but I got to get back to my kids. You know what I'm saying? So I saved up my money, like the money I was supposed to pay for rent. I said, I ain't paying rent this month. I'm buying a plane ticket one way to Indianapolis. And I told her what I was doing. And she was cool with it. So got the plane ticket. She came to pick me up, smelling good, looking good. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. But we was still like, I gave her a kiss, you know what I'm saying? We was all good, but we still was not together, you know what I mean? So she let me stay at the crib until I got my stuff together. We started going to church.
Yes.
Started building. I was trying to get my life on track. I was looking for apartments, like all that type of stuff, like trying to figure
It never
out.
ended up moving out. I love this story.
Never ended up moving out. Oh, I ain't say, when I came, it was Christmas Eve, so I planned on coming on Christmas Eve. So I flew there, got there Christmas Eve. She picked me up. She brought me to the house. The kids didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
So when I opened the door, like, she told them to come to the door, and then like it was just like a big outcry of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen my son cry like that. Like my daughter crying, like my wife crying. Like we all just kind of stuck we all crying. We ain't making it in the house. It's cold outside. We all outside crying together. You
seeing
know what
all
I mean?
of y'all
like
back together
moment.
like that.
Yeah.
I can even envision seeing that. Yeah.
So it was like one of the dopest moments that I ever had in my life.
And so what would you, I would say a person, I've said this before, there's people that I'm around that are addicted to drugs, alcohol, my mother, my father. So I've seen it before. And I've seen some of the people try to love on them, try to get them to do any and everything. And I learned a long time ago that you can't make them do it until they want to do it. Would you would agree with that?
Yeah. The more
If
people
somebody
try
tell
to make
you,
me
if
do
you
it,
would have did this, I would have stopped. If you would have been more vulnerable, if you would have been more understanding, if you would have been more soft, crying, I would have stopped. Would you agree with that? Huh? No, because it's all about you. You have to make that up in your mind.
people have done, like I said, people went over and beyond, like to try to get me to do things, and it just wasn't like it wasn't the time for me to decide to do it. Then, like I still had my ways. You have to literally be sick and tired of yourself, and want to get better. Because I have people that I've tried, like, and I know it, like I'm knowing in my heart that this ain't gonna work, but it just feel like you gotta try it because you're supposed to. You know
When people try to help you?
Yeah, I try to help. Like I have people that I tried to help. You know what I mean? I brought them all the way from one place to here to trying to find them help, drop them off at hospitals, and then boom, they went back home.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're not ready. I learned very young,
ready, but I knew it though. Like I know this road, I know this story. Like, but something in my heart had hope, so that's how I know what other people felt.
And you do. You need to have hope for other people and try to love on them and try to support them.
Don't give up.
Yeah. But you can't let somebody else's addiction damage you.
Sometimes you gotta let go.
Yeah, especially if you got kids and stuff. Yeah. And you kind of feel like, well, if your wife loved you, why she leave? Yeah. But y'all had babies, y'all had kids.
The right thing. I was tearing that house.
You would have never. Yeah, you probably wouldn't even never changed. Technically, why would you change if you got everything?
Yeah, I got everything I want.
Yeah, I got everything. What I'm going to change for? So, advice before we get out. Advice on anybody that is. You've already given some advice on business, advice on anybody that is at the beginning or the end or the middle, because I feel like if you have a addiction, you got an addiction. It's not any better than the person that is addicted and out on the street versus the person that is addicted that live in their household, that's hurting their family, that's not engaged, that can't do the things that they typically do. That part, you're still hurting yourself, you're still hurting people, and hurt is hurt. Right. But I've been in groups before where people are like, well, I'm not that bad because I do this. No, but ask your wife and ask his wife. Everybody's still hurt.
Yeah. Hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people.
It sounds cliche, but it's real.
It's very real. So advice for anybody trying to pull it together, trying to not go down that road or trying to get out of that. Do you have any advice for that?
I think my biggest advice is don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if I would have gave up on myself, I would have went down that road way deeper and I wouldn't be alive today. So don't give up on yourself. Make sure that the decisions that you make are decisions for you, because if you make decisions for other people, you never going to get into the position of where you actually get to develop into the person that you're supposed to be. You got to make sure you're doing this for you and you're doing it for all the right reasons. It's hard to actually like kind of tell somebody how to, you know what I'm saying, be and come up out of things. It's kind of different for everybody, but the core of everything is love, happiness, and peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want those things, because that's what everybody want, I would think. You would have to change. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something that you never did before to get somewhere that you never been, that you want to be.
Yeah.
So.
And when you say don't give up, I want to add to that. I have seen family members get recovered, get back into it pretty deep, and then go back to, if you have to go to rehab 200 times, keep going, because one of them times you're going to, stay on a longer track and a longer track and a longer track.
And it wasn't the rehab for me.
It wasn't. It was the babies or what?
It was the meetings. Like NA, I went to NA meetings and like it was the people in those meetings.
The support from other people.
And seeing that it can't be done. Like somebody raising their hand like, you got 30 years clean, 40. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just seeing that made me feel like, dang,
I can
it's
do this.
possible. Once you see that it's possible, like, so that might be another thing, like, and I'm here to tell you it's possible. I'm 5 years clean now. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
September 25th, 5 years clean. So
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to my 6th year,
Yes.
my 7th year.
Yes.
When I left rehab, this guy named Jimmy gave me his 2-year coin. And he was like, when you get 2 years, you know what I'm saying, get this to somebody else.
Yes.
So that gave me the urge to get my 2 years. I'm like, dang, I got a responsibility.
Yeah.
Now. So
I
think
that.
it's that
Did you give it to somebody?
I didn't. All right, so look.
Right when we was going to play the happy ending song,
Right.
Here you go. Here your ass go.
I'm a keeper of things. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't forget. So I grew, and the more that I grew, like, I found other things that kept me clean. You know what I mean? Like NA and all that stuff. Like, I appreciate it, and
it was a part of your growth.
It was just a season of my life. So I didn't have a chance to give it to somebody else, but I know I'm gonna have that chance to give it to somebody.
You still got it?
Yeah, I still got it.
Oh, okay, nice, yep. Love it. Well, you should probably do some speaking at some of the addiction centers, recovery centers, and be a mentor to somebody and give it to them. How about that? That sounds like a good idea. You could do some really good speaking. I feel this story. Even if you ain't, I've never been addicted to alcohol or drugs or anything like that. I pride myself on not having an addictive personality because of the fact that I was raised by 2 addicts.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't raised by them. My grandmother got me, but I've seen a lot of stuff.
Definitely.
So I don't like to do much of anything over and over and over too much. If I like it, I'll take a break from it. From you, men, shopping, whatever. That's why you see me doing a lot of different stuff all the time because I don't want to feed my addictive. I probably do have one, but I know that it's possible because it's my DNA. So I on purpose try to counteract it and not feed it.
Sense.
You know what I'm saying? So if I don't do certain stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I really love that. I won't do it all the time though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take a break from it and do something different. But just paying attention and being aware of that. But you know, when I'm listening to you and you're telling the story or whatever, I can like envision it. It's like almost like a movie. I can see this. This is a story that so many people can relate to. If they've never done it, they know somebody to have. Yeah. And if they think they know somebody to have, or they know somebody to know somebody to have, because it's just so common in today's world. There's just so much going on. People slide into all different types of things for healing and for love and for support and trying to find themselves. And it's just not something that should be embarrassed about. It's something that you need to reach out for help and talk to other people. And you just a prime example.
Hit the nail on the head to say that though. What you about to say?
You just gave a prime example and said it was the AA. All this other stuff was good, but it was the people. Yeah. Somebody else's story. That's why we're doing this right now. You know, somebody else's story made you say, I can actually do this. You're a regular person. Like, you're not, I mean, I'm not going to say you're regular. I'm sure you're a special man. But I'm saying, like, you don't have, like, these crazy advantages that would make you be able to do what you're doing.
I don't have no superpowers or nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't mean to make you sound like that, but I'm just saying, like, some people, you're like, oh, I couldn't do that because I don't have a wife that works at such and such, or I don't have this. I don't have all these tools and all this stuff in my exposure. I'm doing this off the strength. So that's what I meant.
Some people look at me like that way too, though. They like, man, how you pretty much like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, some people look at people like that, like you're a superhero.
I mean, it's superhero shit though, to be able to go through all of that, lose your whole entire family, be homeless, all that, and to recover from that. It's a great story, and there's plenty of people that do it, but when you come in contact and can sit right next to a person that does it, it is like a superhero type of vibe right here. And I'm very proud of you. That's awesome.
I appreciate it.
No, I mean, I am. I don't want to be up here crying on this show.
Don't do that. Do not do that. We be up here crying together.
We will cry.
I'm since like, I don't know what happened, but I got real soft. Like, I be crying. I be sitting in the car driving like, oh my God, this is my car. This is my house.
Oh,
God. Thank you, God.
Being what do you call it? I can't think of the word, but basically being thankful for
humble,
being thankful for the things that you have.
The humility is overwhelming at times. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm right here, right now. Like, this is different. Like, everybody don't get to come on the A-list. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate this moment.
Welcome.
And you getting being able to tell my story. And I do. I've been able to tell my story to the teens in my church. New
good.
Direction.
Good.
I also was able to tell the story to some kids at oh, she gonna kill me. I hate when and it's sometimes the drugs mess my brain up, y'all. So don't kill me.
Uh-huh.
But
Well,
Miss Alicia at Pride Academy,
okay.
She invited me to come talk to the kids, and I did that, and it was like it's always an overwhelming experience. It's always scary when I do it, but then when I'm done, like it just feels
awesome.
great.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing that more often. So if anybody got any speaking engagements that you might want me to come and talk to some kids or whatever, I don't mind doing it. I'm gonna be scared at first, but I'm gonna get out there.
You know what I want to do? I want to invite you out to. I'm a member at the Skyline Club in Indianapolis, and there is so many different businesses that I meet up with for brunch, and we have brunch and we swap out support, we swap out business ideas and opportunities, and there's a couple of youth programs there that they're bringing me on, and we can tag team. I'm going to talk about confidence and nonverbal communication and how to be a leader in today's world when there's so many people saying, follow me, follow me, follow me.
Don't
right?
follow. You got your own lane.
I'm going to do that. And so let's see about how we can get you in on that, because that's an amazing word that need to be put out more and more and more. Oversaturate the system with it, you know?
Yeah,
it is, because it's just, as it said, everybody's exposure, and the youth are right at that peak right there where they're so vulnerable and can easily fall into a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, sex addiction, and stuff like that. So anybody that I can pull in on that to kind of help curve that, I'm down for it. So
I'm here for it.
So guys, hey, if you are looking for a way to give back and you want to party and get your groove on, okay, you want to shake what your mama gave you? You want to come to the Strength Factory on the day before Halloween. There's going to be a party there. All you have to do is bring canned goods to get in, and bring your very best costume. The owner and his wife do it up. They do it big. There's a costume contest, food, drinks. It's just for adults, so you can't bring your kiddos, but we go in and we're going to have a great time. I'm going to be there, me and my girls, and so I'm inviting you guys personally. So we're going to make sure that you have the information. You can go to the Strength Factory's Facebook, Instagram page, and the flyer is there. I'm on the flyer. I've been on there for about 3 years, the same flyer. No, he switches up the flyer, but he uses me on there and some other people. It is dope. It's like an annual party, and it's with a good cause. So make sure that you do that if you're looking for a way to easily get back and say, hey, you know, I kind of helped somebody have a meal today, then do that. And so, yeah, so we're going to bring it to a close. I appreciate you coming on the show. I am blown away, but I've heard this story, but I think we talked about it differently this time. It's more to it, and I think I tapped into some other stuff that we haven't really talked about before.
That story can be talked about in so many, like, it's a lot of stuff we did not talk about.
Yes.
But, I mean, it's to be talked about another day. I really want to do my documentary, like movie style.
That's what I'm doing.
So that's what I'm trying to work on.
We're on the same vibe. I'm actually writing my documentary right now over my entire life, and people are nosy and want to know about all kinds of stuff, and you can know for $12.99 on Amazon.
I know somebody that might could shoot that.
Well, I'm not doing. I'm just doing a book.
I'm
doing a book for now. Let's see if people are super interested first before we make a whole movie about. Like, girl, we didn't care about that story, so I'm gonna do a book first.
I'm a visual person. I'm automatically thinking like video.
Me too, but that's what they advise me to do. So I try to listen to the professionals. But so yeah, so guys, we're gonna be here. So thanks again for coming, sharing your story, talking to us again. Today's show was sponsored by Fly Heavy Media and also by the Strength Factory and the Strength Factory family there. These guys are making it happen. So we got our promo video, and we're going to have, or not a promo, our intro video. Can I put that video at the end too, at the beginning and the end?
Yeah, you can
I think
put it
that
wherever you want to put
that's
it
what
at.
you do. I think
put it in the middle
do
if you want to.
Okay.
Show video.
Well, have a good time and watch it. We'll see you right here, same time, same place.
I got one more. Can I?
Oh
say
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just got one more thing to say because I can't do this without shouting out my mom, my dad,
yes,
my sister, my brother Antoine, my sister Crystal, my father Keith, and my mother Sandra, and my older sister that passed away some years ago. I was 6 or 7 years ago, Candace. So those people, you know what I'm saying, they were a very big part of me changing, you know what I'm saying, also, because they stuck by my side through thick and thin. Like, I just wanted to shout out everybody who had to feel that pain at that time. So I just had to get that out.
You did, and I am more than happy to pause while you do that. That was awesome. So shout out to everybody. And don't forget, in the comments below, we talked about it last week. We know we did some stories on social media. If you think that I should be scouting out me a co-host. So Devin was on week before last. You guys loved him. You thought we looked amazing, and you thought that his sweet gestures to me were just exactly what you need to pull your love strings. And wasn't it sweet? Yeah. And so then other people was like, well, wait a minute, you haven't tried me out. Maybe I should be your co-host. So it's a thing. If you think I should have a co-host or I should just do this thing by myself, let me know. Comment in the comments and go and check that video out.
You should have like co-host tryouts.
That's what they said. They was like, don't just pick him, let him come, but have other people come. We can see different co-hosts.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Okay, but we're going to go hard. All right, you guys, same time, same place. We will see you right here. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Angel_Starks78. I also have a vlog page on Facebook under my name, Angel Starks, and we will see you next time. See y'all.